Welcome or welcome back, everyone, depending on which one applies to you. It is one day special time. We are enjoying a double launch, actually, of which this is part two. Part one has already been very, very busy, but don't worry, there is plenty for everyone as we celebrate the 3rd anniversary of fabric freedom here at the craft store. And we have got one humdinger of a one-day special for you, which includes the most glorious and gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sparkly fabrics as well. You're going to absolutely adore these. I'm just trying to find out where you're getting up to right now, just so I can give you a little shimmy of some sparkle fabrics. Now, tonight's one-day special is a really, really, really significant one, actually. In every option, we have got 4 fabulous half meters of the most beautifully curated collections, and one of your half meters is a sparkle fabric, and the sparkle in these fabrics are amazing. Now, not only are you getting that for an amazing price, by the way, of £28.44, but you're also getting the coordinating 5-inch charm packs with it, which actually has 7 fabrics in the collection. So 42 5-inch squares are coming along pretty much for the ride on this one, because you can buy your 5 half meters and your charm packs as individuals, but if you bought just the fabrics on their own, it's just £1.99 more to go for your one-day special, and you get charm packs. But that's not all tonight, because anyone shopping in the show tonight, while stocks last, 1 per customer, there's a free gift, because we're celebrating the anniversary of fabric freedom here at the craft store. So this set of 5 scissors, or 5 pairs of scissors, should I say, is coming along for free while stocks last, 1 per customer, and it's worth £14.99 on its own. So if you factor your saving of £11 on your one-day special, technically speaking, if it's the only thing you're buying in the show, you can factor in another £14.99's worth of saving as well, which is absolutely bonkers. Obviously, the free gift is 1 per customer and while stocks last, but it applies to anything in the show. And talking of anything in the show, there is a lot in the show. We've got new extra-wide backing fabrics. We've got so much back in stocks. There are happy hours as well in this show. So let me take you through the collections. I'll go quickly and smartly through all of them. The first one is called Arctic Wilderness. We are 30% of the stock already sold out and gone on this one. Now, the sparkle on this one is a little difficult to... Oh, actually, you can see it a little bit better there at the top. On the telly on this one. It's beautiful. So you've got a collection of wonderful blues, and your half meter sparkle in this bundle, of course with coordinating charms, is that wonderful, wonderful white, and it's a silver sparkle. It's a shedless glitter as well. It will not come off onto your hands. It washes and stays in beautifully, and you can basically not even feel it, which is amazing. So that's the first option. Second option here, I'm in love with. I think it's just beautiful. This is your Lush Lagoon, and when I just lift this sparkle, oh, look, 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 look. For under £30, remember, you are getting 5 half meters, including the half meter of the sparkle fabric and the coordinating charm packs. Now, you'll notice that your main half meters, there are 5 in total, 1 of them sparkly, but in your charm packs, there are actually 7 different colors, all beautifully coordinating. So that is your Lush Lagoon option. It's beautiful. Even a little hint of green in that one. Next one for you is your Red Maple Sunset. And again, I mean, just perfect. The sparkler on this one, the sparkler, is this one here. It's wonderful. It's almost like a ruby red, isn't it? It's beautiful, really jewelly, and it's lovely. Remember, you're going to get the charm and you're going to get the half meter of this as well, which is love, 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 lovely. And again, very, very autumnal tones there. Think of, you know, the colours, the changes of the leaves and the colours of those as well. Really nice selection. Next up is the one that we call Khaki Camo, which is lovely. You could make a whole uniform out of this, couldn't you? A little craft store uniform. Captain Derek for the evening. And your sparkly here is a beautiful green. How would you describe that green? It's kind of, yes, well, khaki, yes, that's one way of describing it, Emily. Yes, you're quite right, I suppose. It's just go for the obvious one. but it's a little bit olivey as well, because it's got that lovely glisten to it with the sparkle and the glitter on that. It's beautiful. So again, 5 half meters, including your sparkle half meter, plus your coordinating charm packs there as well. So that is your Khaki Camo. Next up is Purple Perfection. Love this because it's a really, really attractive mix of kind of purples, lilacs. There's even a bit of a pink going on here. And this is your sparkly one here, which is lovely. Approaching 20% of this option sold and gone already. Remember, there are 7 different fabrics in your charm pack, 5 half meters in your main collection, including this one, which will be your sparkle fabric on this one. Difficult to see sometimes on camera, I know, which is why I'm trying to wave the sparkly charm at you on every single one of the selections. Next up, I feel I should say this in a high American voice. I don't know why. It's because of its name, I think. It's Candy Love. I'll resist the American accent. This is very, very nice. This is quite neutral, actually. It's quite calming. It's quite peachy. It's got some really, really lovely sort of tones to it. We do blender charm packs a little bit later, actually, single colour charm packs, actually, which you can use to extend those much further. And you see your sparkle here is almost like an oyster colour, isn't it? Very, very nice indeed. So that is your Candy Love. Next up, we always need a neutral selection, don't we? And we have got a nice neutral collection. That's exactly what this one is called. Nice neutrals. That's what this one is called. And this is lovely. This is almost a little bit more pearly. 20% of this option. I think actually a lot of people are going for a very, very stark colour option, maybe mixing in also a nice neutral in their selection. Now, bear in mind, by the way, that on all of these options, you could buy the charms on their own in all of the different colour options and the half meters. But basically, it works out if you buy one set of the half meters, it's just £1.99 more to go with the one-day special, which comes with the matching charm squares. So you're kind of better off just going for the bigger bundle. I mean, it's £2 more. I mean, what's that? It's absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things, is it? So that's your nice neutrals. Beautiful colours there. Sands, whites, sort of oaty colours, and that lovely sort of pearly sparkle as well. 651228. All of the options are on that one item number for you. Next one is your aqua mince, as in after dinner mince, not mince meat or mince pie or mince boiled mince. Which all sound very unappetising, don't they, the way I've just described them there? Anyway, so your sparkly on this one is this lovely, lovely deep green. Yes, it is very Christmassy, actually, isn't it? Really, really nice. And then you've got a really, really nice tonal mix of different greens going on there. Remember, in your charm pack selection, there are actually 7 different colours going on. In your main half meters, you've got 4 half meters, and then your sparkle, so 5 half meters in total, which is really, really good for the price tag. I'll tidy that up a bit more in a while. Okay, very OCD about tidying these. Next one, love this, burst of colour, lovely sunflowers, bright, beautiful colours, and this is called your Desert Sunrise. And it is very, very nice. Now, your sparkle on this one, yeah, it's very, very bright, isn't it? It's really turn up the colour. I think it'd be great for sort of January projects. Do you know what I mean? When all the decorations have gone down and you long for a bit of colour back in your life, you've got a little bit of a soft sort of orange going on there. Nice, deep, rich mustard in your charm pack, actually, which is lovely. You do get a half metre of that one. But I do love this sparkly one. It reminds, it's almost a little bit like sunflower kind of custardy kind of tone, isn't it? Really, really lovely. And shiny custard. Nice. And finally, and I think, actually, is this one of our most popular options, the berry go round? It's been very, very popular. I'm not surprised. You only have to look at that. You only have to look at the sparkle on that fabric. Remember, again, you get the charms in that sparkly fabric, and there's a half metre of that sparkle fabric in your bundle, which is beautiful. So that is berry go round. So you've got 10 different collections there to choose from for an amazing price, £28.44. Remember, if you are just going for a one-day special, not only are you making that £11 saving, but don't forget, free gift, one per customer while stocks last, is this fabulous 5-piece scissors set, which is worth £14.99. I'll let you carry on, Marcus. Yeah, I just shoved them in. But you get 6 free, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of fabulous scissors, all in different sizes, by the way. So from 9.5 inch in length to 5.5 inch. So some smaller, more detailed, and some, you know, big for when you're cutting those heftier pieces of fabric. It's really, really good to get, isn't it? For free. Well, they can be. Well, well, it doesn't say particularly that they are fabric scissors. I think they're more sort of household scissors, actually. So I think you could pretty much use them for whatever you wanted to. But of course, once you've decided, then you kind of, if they're going to be fabric scissors, then it's just fabric. And if they're going to be paper crafting scissors, then it's just paper. Apparently, that's the rules. I don't know. I use scissors for everything. I'd prune with scissors, cut paper, cut whatever. There are gasps coming from Sasha Fancy's direction. We'll meet Sasha in just a moment, by the way. Sorry, she's busy. She's busy catching up at the moment because we're doing a project that comes together in real time. Right now, did I mention that we have the charm packs, which are all one colour, which will extend the breadth of your charms that you get with the different one-day specials. So it's one item number, but there are 6 different options. We've got a navy and we've got a French navy, which is very, very nice. So that's your navy and that's your French navy. French navy's a little bit darker, as you can see. There is a pewter, which is like a dark grey, and then you've got a grey. It is grey, isn't it? Silver, sorry. I've written grey on the back. Silly boy. I'm so silly, honestly. Only one job to remember all that. Anyway, I got these ones right. White and black. There you go. There you go. Couldn't get that wrong, could I really? 282658, and you get 42 5-inch squares with those. And again, as Sasha was just showing us actually on making your half-square triangles and just building up your projects, this allows you to go bigger and better, doesn't it, right the way through. White is the most popular right now. I'm not at all surprised. It's the best blender for any colour, isn't it? Completely. 282568 is your item number, saving £3, which is wonderful. Oh, some new charm packs have arrived in this hour. We're changing things up a little bit going on here. So it's a nice variety in this. These are your Freedom Charms. Now, there's one set called Powder Shades, which, as you can see, oh, OK, so there's lots of lovely blues there, lots of lovely neutrals that then repeat and go through. Oh, sorry, come on, let go. There we go. It's not moving. You've got some turquoises, I think, in there as well, haven't you? Some lovely sort of mints and lovely greens as well. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Some nice creams there. A little bit of the silver and the pewter as well, by the looks of it. Nice. So that's your powder shades selection. And there's also strawberries and charm, it says, I think. Strawberries and charm. OK, cream. Strawberries and cream. Yeah, absolutely. That works a bit better, doesn't it? So, again, you've got nice sort of berry purples in there. You've got beautiful, beautiful colours, lovely pinks. Again, there's your cream. Interlaced. It's a bit like one of those cooking show kind of layer cake project kind of things, isn't it? Oh, there's some of the sparkly ones in there as well. There's that red one's a sparkle. How lovely. So a really, really nice selection, as you can see. How much is that then? £11.99, and you just choose between your strawberries and cream or your powder shades. It's completely and utterly up to you for £11.99. Now, we also have, oh my word, please don't ask me to, no, I'm not going to open it just yet. I might do later though, because we've got another hour later as well. Now, this is like the mega polymix sheeting. When I say mega, it's far more mega than that. 5 metres by 244 centimetres wide, which we worked out to be about 96 inches in width, which is brilliant. And if you order multiple units of this, by the way, it will come cut as one from the bolt. This is like a mega fabric warehouse opportunity, isn't it? Where do you get this kind of opportunity? The red is 40% gone already. There are more options as well. We've got the red and the black in the studio, but there's also the ivory and the white, I think, also on the website as well. For £20, and the ivory, I've just been told, has gone half the stock already. And bear in mind that this is the second of a 2-hour launch of all of these goodies, which people are just jumping in for. We might unravel another one later. Who knows, but it does take quite a lot of doing, let me tell you, and I'm only a little man. £20.99 is your price tag for that one. 5 metres, for heaven's sake. It's ridiculous. 346836 is the item number. Right, OK, sorry it's taken 14.5 minutes, but good evening, Sasha Not Fancy.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Now, you've had a busy first hour.
Really busy.
And I left you alone at the beginning so you could continue, because you're actually making a project in real time, aren't you?
We are making a project in real time, and I'm just sort of making sure that my diagram is obviously
Coming together.
and correct.
So have you got a little bit of a, what do we call this star? It's got a quilting
Do you know,
name.
if anybody's got a name
Is it
for
like
the
is
quilt?
it a new star? Oh, for the overall quilt.
For the overall quilt, because
Okay.
it's something that I did on the computer 2 days ago.
Oh.
And just played around with it. And
Okay.
actually, you've got this burst of colour at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the star block, which the star block, as you say, is a well-known block.
Yes.
And so it was newly done on the computer, and I haven't got round to picking a name. So at the moment, we are just playing around in placing our blocks. We've done the first 4
Yes.
rows, as you can see.
Yeah. So that just show us where that takes us up to.
So we are now
Yeah. So this is the
over.
third
Yeah. So
row,
this
isn't
is
it?
the 1, 2, 3, 4. This is rows 5
and 6. Yes.
Look at that. I'm on track. That's good.
That's very
That's
good.
good that I'm on track.
There you go. You see.
I haven't lost anything yet, so
Fabulous.
that's good.
So that's using 2 of the, you're using the Arctic Wilderness charm squares there, and also the Berry Go Round, aren't you?
Yes,
For a little pop of colour.
I just love these, the berry go round.
Yeah, they are
And
gorgeous.
the other one that I wasn't sure was the yellow, and I was going to do the yellow with the blue, because it just works so well with having this pop of colour. But I just absolutely love this Arctic white.
That's the Arctic, because that's the sparkly one. It's really difficult to see on camera, but it's kind of like it's like a white pearl with
It
like
is.
a silver sparkle on it. It's really difficult to see
It
on
is.
camera, to be honest with you.
It is, you really can't. But do you
But
know
it's
what it reminds
wonderful.
me of? Glistening snow.
Yes.
Like for your Christmas projects. Oh, look at that. You can just start to see it.
Yeah.
Look. For your Christmas projects, wouldn't this be amazing, the white in it?
Gorgeous.
And there is something, some people like a little bit of glitter, but don't like too much, whereas, ridiculous. I mean, how can you not have so much glitter?
Yeah,
I mean-
Emily's just come up with the exact thing that we could say it looks exactly like, but we can't say it.
Okay.
But there you go. So that was useful.
That was really useful. But also, I mean, how can you not have enough glitter in your life? I mean, this is a girl that had 4 pairs of wedding shoes, for goodness sake.
What?
Yeah, I had 4 pairs of wedding shoes. Every time anyone came and spoke to me, I had a different pair of shoes on.
Did you?
Started off really high, went down in stages and ended
okay.
up in wedding trainers. It was great. It was great.
Nice. Were they
You know,
sparkly wedding trainers?
From start to finish, it was
Oh, it
just
was just sparkle all the way.
It was just sparkle all the way. But yeah, quite seriously, I love sparkle, but some people don't. And some people are a bit like, oh, the whole glitter thing, I can't work with it.
Yeah.
But this is so delicate. It is so beautiful.
Yes.
It really is so pretty. And something as simple as this one, which we're going to look at tomorrow, just by having this little bit of glitter in there, it's just so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, just-
Yes, because you're right. It does have that kind of. I'm not sure if it's quite leather, but it has that kind of. Yeah. It has that lurexy kind of
It does.
look, doesn't it?
And yet it's cotton. It's
Yes.
absolutely amazing.
And that's not a glitter which sheds, because I've been,
No.
honestly, and I've been rubbing and stroking these fabrics.
And you've got a black shirt on, so it would
That's
actually
true.
be all over you.
Yeah, I would
And it,
be
and it
covered in.
doesn't. It really, really doesn't. It doesn't come
there's
off
none.
at all.
There's none at all.
It is such a beautiful, the way that it's been done is such a spray. It is almost like, yeah, it is like a spray, isn't it, of glitter, and it is so fine. And I mean, it's just the quality of the fabrics as well. The glitter just doesn't come off, which makes for when you're washing, when you're doing things like that. I've done it before. I've made a quilt with glitter fabrics, put it in the washing machine, no glitter left.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been there. But
Do you know what
these have
that would
been
be good
washed.
for? If this shirt, for instance, had a pocket, bless you, Maddie. If this shirt had a pocket, you know the little band that goes across the pocket. Does that have a name?
Yes,
Flap?
a cummerbund? No, that's not a
No,
cummerbund.
that's the thing that goes around there
Yeah.
for a wedding, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, that bit that goes at the top. Well, I suppose it would be the flap for a pocket,
flaps.
wouldn't it? Pocket flap.
Your pocket flap.
Pocket flap. That would be good in that glittery. Carol's had an idea for your design right now.
Oh, yes.
Why not call it the Freedom Star or the Star of Freedom?
Oh,
There's
that's
an idea.
very good.
Any more? Let us know. studio@thecraftstore.com.
So,
Although I think it should have fancy in it somewhere.
do you think?
I think so.
Fancy not. So, that is all my squares used. Okay?
Yes.
So, by doing it in sixes and with the whites, that's all of my squares that were in my charm pack. Which is why I took a strip off of my computer drawing, because I wanted to show you how big it would be with just one charm pack, okay?
Okay, yeah,
Plus
yeah.
your extra bits, and then
Yes.
I've used some from the purple.
Yeah.
So again, you know, obviously I've gone across the board for
Yeah, of course.
different fabrics, but it just shows you. So I'm now going to show you again, for the people that missed it on the first one, that have just joined us. Where were you?
I know,
We've
we were
been
here
here.
at 5.
Yeah, we've been here.
Didn't you get the memo? Double launch tonight.
Goodness
But
me.
don't worry, you haven't missed out, because when we finish this show at 7 o'clock, an hour later we do another hour. It's great. Honestly, this is like the gift that never stops giving this anniversary, isn't it?
It is. I mean, yeah, but come on. I mean, the prices are absolutely cracking.
We love it. It's brilliant though, because it
Absolutely.
gives us time to do everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, and quite seriously,
This
it
could
is.
catch on.
It is so nice. We had such amazing feedback. So a couple of weeks ago, we did a bag,
Yeah.
and we did it in the 6 o'clock and in the 8 o'clock, and finished it in the 8 o'clock. And people were messaging in. They'd done their bag, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I quite
We
like
should do it
the
on a
whole.
regular basis and be a bit like a sewing club then, wouldn't it?
We should do. And this is what my ladies were saying last night. So I hope you're all sat there at home sewing, ladies, because I did give them a sneak hint on what we were going to be doing. So as I was saying earlier, we don't join them in strips. We're going to join them in blocks, okay? And then I'm going to finger press these. I'm going to finger press. I was in Nottingham at the weekend.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, someone has to be.
6 hours it took me to get there.
To Nottingham?
To Nottingham. 6.
Wow.
It's a long time. Every time I went on the motorway, they shut a road.
Oh, it's a nightmare at the moment, isn't it?
It is an absolute nightmare, and I do feel sorry for the chap. I could see in the distance this chap was putting cones out in the road to shut the motorway. I was like, I'm not having this. And he
Yeah.
literally was putting his last cone down, and I was gone.
Yeah.
And when I looked in my mirror, he was literally stood there with his cone going like this.
Which is not big and not clever.
It's
and
not
you should always
big, and
assist
it's
the
not-
Highways England team in their good
You
work.
should, and also stop shutting the roads at 9 o'clock.
I know.
5 roads were shut.
I know. It's a familiar tale to everyone on a late shift here at the craft store, because we all live far and wide. And yeah, Emily lives, how many footsteps is it away?
Oh, I know.
4-minute walk.
Yeah, oh, wouldn't that be lovely?
Wouldn't that be lovely?
I mean, I must say, I did do today in 4 hours 15.
And you come from
Weymouth.
Weymouth.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
Weymouth.
wave as I go past Weymouth later in the week, because I'm on my way down to Cornwall on
are
I don't
you?
know, Friday, Saturday, something like that.
Holidaying or working?
Holidaying, yes.
Oh, how
I'm having a
nice.
week in a holiday cottage,
Oh, how
which means that
nice.
it'll pour down with rain. Down
No,
your
it
rain,
won't.
I'm
It'll be
sorry.
beautiful.
Which is fine, because we've just hunkered down. We're in a holiday cottage.
Oh, nice.
Get the fire lit.
Oh, how perfect.
I might get some watercolour painting done. We've had another name suggestion for your quilt from
Oh.
Karen this time. What about the Star Drop?
Oh, very nice.
Yes. Are you thinking along the snowy look of the white sparkle fabric, as in like snowdrop, star drop? Maybe that's Karen's thinking.
Maybe.
I'm liking it.
So we're just joining these squares together. I'm
Yes.
sorry if this is boring.
No, no, no. And we explained why we joined
Yeah.
the blocks in blocks of 4. rather than going along the rows.
Yeah.
Because then you've got less less points of...
Well, you're easing that whole having to line up each individual seam, and it just lays better as well. If you are trying to do a strip upon a strip upon a strip, you can actually go offline, and it just doesn't want to be friends after a little while. So, and the other thing that I'm doing when I am chain piecing, I am always making sure I then, what have I done there? See, look, not concentrating at all.
We're having a little reverse.
We're having a little reverse stitch.
Oh.
But this just goes to show, if you don't open out your blocks and carry on sewing them, and that's what I was going to say, you always check them for mistakes, because it's so easy to do it.
Please beware, this block is reversing.
It is.
In the meantime then, while you're reversing on that, let's do our extra wide backing fabrics, because we've got some new ones as well. There are 21 in this selection here, 15 of which are brand new, and they've all got different range names as well, which is rather pretty. What I'll do is I'll direct you to the website to look at all of the ins and outs. I'll talk to you about the actual names for the designs though, because they're very, very nice. So the first two that we've got there, and these are beautiful because they're almost like little pips, like little apple pips, actually. They're very, very nice. It's all sherbet pips, if you like. And this is called the Bilby design, so that's in quite a few different colours. And the next one is called the Romy, and that's almost like little raindrops. So you know the way the rain's been dropping recently, like stair rods. It's a little bit like that, or you could interpret it as a snowfall, I suppose. Then this one that's like a bit of a lattice is called Flare, which is nice, and that comes in a couple of lovely colours. And then we've got some Bilbys there and some more Romies, as you can see, and then another Bilby, Romy. What we've done is we've put them on this rail in the order that they're on the website. And we'll get to some new ones which are over on this rail here. So after this Bilby in this lovely sort of plummy colour here, we have got, now this is called Asanoa. Of course it is. And it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4 different colours. You've got a nice teal, you've got a lovely sort of slightly rusty colour, little lighter sort of deep honey amber kind of colour, which is nice, and then there's a black. And then this design here is called Cub, which we think is based on cube without the E. And that comes in a lovely honey yellow, should we call that? Lovely light minty colour. There's a black, there's a lovely pink there, and there's a gorgeous grey. I tell you what, I'd have a duvet in that grey. Wouldn't you? This is extra wide. Now, we're calling it backing fabric because traditionally fabrics of this size are used for backing quilts because they're wide enough. 63 inches wide, 2 metres long. It's definitely more than 2 inches. 2 metres long. Now, if you buy multiple units of any of these, they'll be cut from the bulk directly for you. So if you order 2 units, you'll get 4 metres by the 63 inches. I feel like I'm doing one of those demonstrations on the plane, and the exits are here, here and here. And please be aware, your nearest exit may well be behind you. So that's that. £21.98 for any of those. As I say, there are 21 different options. Have a look on the website. Or indeed, if you haven't got the access to the website, of course, you can call our team as always here at the craft store on whatever the number may be. 0330 175 552 is the telephone number there, which is attached to the camera there. Right, we also... Oh, no, right, OK, I'll tell you some more about what best thing to do is to have a look on the website, to be honest with you, because there's lots there. There's wadding on the website, there's happy hours on the website. You want to just go and have a little look now. Some nice oriental fabrics on your happy hours, actually. In fact, we will take a little squiz at our happy hours if the images are there. Yes, they are. Now, we didn't show these in the earlier show, but another happy hour that we've got, which is technically actually a double happy hour, because we have this at 5 as well, but we didn't get to see it. Now, 4 fat quarters of your mottled effect here, and there are loads and loads of different options on this one. So this is the jewel option at £9.99. Then you've got your scarlet option, which is very nice, again £9.99. There's your pinks, and then we've got neutrals, which is lovely, very warm neutrals, aren't they? You've got greens there. there's blues, and then you've got some duck egg greys, and they don't look very grey to me. That looks very turquoise on the left there, doesn't it? Go and have a look at them in more detail there. Obviously, we have to give everything a name. 870366 is your item number. Now, we've also got a happy hour, which gives you 3.5 metres of these really, really interesting and very, very highly foiled, which is usually very, very premium for fabric as well, Oriental fabrics, which is really nice. So the third fabric, the one on the right-hand side there, I would say about 50% of that fabric is actually gold foiled, which is beautiful. And so the fans fabric has a lot of foiling in there as well. And you get that lovely sort of slightly cloudy, wonderful sort of slightly tealy colour blender there as well. So those 3.5 metres, saving £7, £13.99. Remember, they are good until 7 o'clock this evening, because in the 8 o'clock show, we're going to have some new happy hours from Fabric Freedom. I tell you what, it's give. It's brilliant. And because it's the anniversary show, remember, you get your free gift with purchase as well, while stocks last, one per customer. And it is, hang on, 5 pairs of fabulous scissors there, worth £14.99, one per customer, while stocks last, buying anything on the show. So make sure that you are quick to get your shopping basket filled up, so you can get that as a goodie. Wonderful. Right, Sasha, where are we?
We are just going to join another 2 of our blocks together, which are rows 5 and 6. We've joined them, and we're now going to join our blocks together into a row. So we're just whizzing through here. Do you know, I think we're going to get this done, you know. I was having a little bit of a... I'm thinking, are we not like labour pains? I was actually thinking, are we going to get it done?
Well, I'm hoping it's not labour pains. Honestly, I've not been... I mean, listen, I never trained for this job, let alone delivering children. Do you know what I mean? I've got a bit of information for you, which we'll all find very, very interesting, actually.
OK.
We've just had an email through from Cheyenne, who owns Fabric Freedom, to explain the names of these wide fabric designs. This one, which is called Asanoa, is actually as a Japanese origami, which is good. That makes perfect sense now, doesn't it? Makes perfect sense. And Cub is actually cube, but in French.
He's so clever.
Because the design is French.
He's so clever.
I know.
He's
amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad
honestly,
we know that, actually. That will stop me making fun of it for the rest of the night, won't it?
But do you know, quite seriously, with it, when you were saying it doesn't have to be just for quilt backings.
No, not
like
at all.
Curtains, home furnishings as well. These would look amazing as curtains as well. But also, think of your dressmaking. You're getting that extra length. So for things like shirts, dresses.
Can I say, on the Asanoa, I think there is scope there to fussy cut out. Is it a hexagon?
Oh yes, you'd be able to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it pentagon?
Oh, it's like
No, it's 6. Yeah, 6 there, isn't there? So you could cut out a hexie there, so that could easily work for your hexie projects as well, if you wanted to fussy cut those out. Be amazing. We've had another email from Pam. Hello, Pam. Good evening. Pam works for a highways company.
Oh dear.
She says, I
I'm
want
sorry.
to apologise for any inconvenience caused.
And can you please pass on my apologies for the poor man that I was within the speed limit, but I was determined I was going to get past him putting his last comb down.
That poor man who saw his life flash before his eyes.
He sort of went, whew.
Where's she come from?
But thank you. You were all doing a sterling job, and we only ever say it in jest, don't we? We only ever say it in jest.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. We don't when we're in the car.
No, we
but
don't
when we're in the studio. Oh, how we laugh about those lovely diversions through nowhere.
It is so great, and especially the diversions around here. I mean, you end up in the most bizarre.
You do, but you get to see the place. It's just a shame it's dark always.
Yeah,
when you
it
see
is
them.
actually, but then it's just as well they're not in the daytime. Because I think...
Who knew Grantham was so big?
I know. I know. But honestly, there was like 4 or 5 motorways shut, and I get it is the best time to do it. And it is that thing, isn't it? It's like a hole. When a hole is open in the road, why don't you just get everybody to fill the hole in do their work in there at the same time. Gas, electric, BT, whoever wants to have a party in the hole, come along.
Yeah, why not?
But the road maintenance people do tend to have everybody there. So well done, you guys.
Well,
sorry, have I?
No, it's fine.
Have I reprieved myself?
I do know the reason why for that kind of thing, and it's because I can't believe we're having this discussion. But hey, why not? It's that venting time of the day, isn't it? It's good to get it all out. But it's because everyone needs to ask permission from different people at different times, and getting all of those things done at the same time.
Oh, really?
It just means people. It means people have to talk to each other. That's not going to happen.
Oh, I never knew that. See, that's why we're so organised here. Because we all talk to each other.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we are a well-oiled machine because we're all together. We all talk to each other. Anyway, so now we've had our rant. What should we do next?
I am getting there. I am on the last 2 rows. So we are joining the last 2 rows, and then we can join our big bits together. And then we will have a quilt top, which is pretty amazing considering...
Hour and a half later.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
And people say it takes months to make a quilt.
No.
Not at all.
No, never. Well, it depends.
Oh, Sasha Kim's sewing along with you.
Oh, bless her. Is that Kim that emailed in last time? I hope so.
She says, I'm taping all the shows so I can continue to sew along.
Oh, bless her. I hope you've done your shopping as well, though. Definitely done your shopping. But yeah, I think that's Kim that was on last time as well, which is great because she really loves to sew along. So how are we doing? Right, we're going to pop that one there. So you can see how we are coming together brilliantly, actually.
Really, really nicely.
Although I would suggest, as great as these little ironing boards are by the side, it's nothing like a big iron. What I would suggest is once you've put your rows together, you give it a really, really good press on a proper ironing board.
Yes.
Because it does make the difference when you're actually stood there and you're stood up ironing.
Can I just tell you about some things that we haven't mentioned but are on the show that are well worth getting, because I've got the whole shopping list of the show here as well, just in case you haven't looked. So we've got a 10-metre wadding mega roll, and I noticed this when I was looking at the items on the show earlier. Actually, it's 10 metres wide. Sorry, it's 10 metres long and it's 150 centimetres wide. So it looks nothing on a picture, but is massive. And that is on at just £49.90. Now, does it give you the information of the makeup of the wadding there, Emily, on your 100% polyester on that one? That's a brilliant price tag then, if you think about it. You can choose between white or cream on that one. Now, we're also on this show, which I find extraordinary actually, because calico is one of the most requested fabrics that we have across the company, I think, across all of the shows that bring us fabric. We're actually doing a 10-metre bolt, of 160 centimetre wide calico for just £29.95, Sasha, if you please.
It is amazing value.
That's not bad, is it?
And so if you are a dressmaker, dressmakers use calico an awful lot to make a toile.
Yes, of course you
They
can.
make their toiles.
Which is not a dance move, apparently.
No, but I also use a lot of calico because I really like calico. I like the naturalness of it. I like the feeling of it.
Yeah, and you can use it for everything. And actually, if you're just getting started with fabric work, it could be quilting, it could be dressmaking, it could be almost anything, bag making even.
Yep.
It's great practice material.
It is.
Isn't it?
It really, really is, because there is that, you know, this is why dressmakers use it first, so they don't cut into their really expensive fabrics and make any mistakes. And any, well, like our Jenny Raymond, for example, she loves calico because she does all her fiddling and twiddling and everything like that with calicos because of the way it folds and the way it uses. But also, it's like she was saying, in the beginning, you know, she couldn't afford the fabrics.
Yes.
As well, you know.
Yeah, it's very true, actually, because when you're starting, you kind of think, well, I won't spend on those really, really delicious fabrics until I know that I'm up to the right sort of confidence level.
Yeah, exactly that.
And you can back quilts as well, can't you, in calico, just as easily as anything else?
Definitely.
Actually, to be honest with you, calico, if you are actually using a quilt for a bed, it will kind of grip on a little bit better and a little bit smoother if it's, you know, going fabric to fabric. A calico kind of sits a little cleaner, doesn't it?
It does, and I actually like a quilt all in calico. So you get the different textures, you get your different blocks, but just all in the naturalness of calico.
Yes, you couldn't run us up one by Friday, could you? Because that sounds nice for the holiday cottage in Cornwall.
Well, to be quite honest, I've got this evening, so
that's true.
Yeah, you know.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. You've nothing else to do, have you?
I was going to say actually tonight, I'm loving the shirt.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I thought this way I won't forget to bring my poppy with me. Although I did get a real one as well.
Loving the shirt.
Thank you very much. Well, I remembered that I had this and I thought, well, I'm on holiday after today, so I thought this is my best chance to showcase it.
So when do you go away?
Honestly, I can't remember. I think it's Friday. It might be Saturday. I have no idea.
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Yeah, that's true. Friday, you don't want to do that.
Friday traffic.
I think there's a stop on the way somewhere.
Oh, well done. My friend...
I don't know where it is, but...
My best friend, Sharon, she lives in Holmfirth.
Oh, yes.
I always say it wrong.
Yes, after the summer wine.
She always takes the mick out of me because I call it Holmfirth.
No, it's called Holmfirth.
Yeah. And
you forget the IR, you just go Firth.
She says, what's a Holmfirth?
Holmfirth?
It sounds very posh.
Yes.
But when she comes down our way, because obviously she came down for the wedding and they go to Cornwall on holiday quite often, they tend to do a stopover.
Oh, yeah, you've got to do it, haven't you? I tell you where I'm going, I think.
Right.
I keep mixing up, because we were meant to go at the same time last year as well, and I keep mixing up last year's plans with this year's plans.
Oh, is it a carryover? Is it from last year, this one?
It's not the same thing, because last year it was going to be St Ives, and this year it's somewhere completely different. We're going Lizardy way.
Oh, nice.
Which will be lovely. I kind of think it's going to be somewhere near Cribbs Causeway. That might be the stopover.
Oh, Cabot Circus. Really nice.
Other shopping venues are available.
Definitely. Definitely.
Do you know where I'm really looking forward to going?
Where?
And I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Trago Mills, if anyone's been down there.
Oh, isn't it the best place?
It's just the place where you can buy absolutely everything. Other stores may well be available, and they are, many and plenty in
Under the same roof. Like, you can actually just live in Trago Mills.
And it has to be the Falmouth one for me, because I absolutely adore it.
The castle. The castle.
Yes. Anyway, no, you're thinking of the one in Newton Abbot, I think.
Oh, see, that's the one I like. Oh, I've not been to the other
Anyway, other stores are available.
They definitely are.
There'll be so many people going, oh, yeah. Absolutely, love it.
I know, you can get everything, furnish a house.
Shh, stop now.
I know.
Stop now. I'll get told off.
We'll have to do a trip.
We'll have to send them a bill.
Goodness me. Right, we're joining our last row of blocks.
Is it last or last? Oh. Did you switch it off? What'd you switch it off for?
I must have thought I was having a break.
Oh. Oh, no. No, you have a break in 20 minutes of a whole hour. She's down in tools already.
Was that...
What are we going to do till 9 o'clock?
Just, switch it off. That's it now.
Yeah, that's it. I've had enough now.
Knocking off time.
Yeah.
Right,
Get the kettle on.
Right, let me make sure that... And this is what I was saying earlier. Make sure that everything, as you see it, is in the right. And I tend to look at the camera because then I can actually see that my star is looking like a star. Because at this point, it would be really easy to pop that back like that and carry on sewing and not actually realise until it's together.
That's true.
So always recheck where you are. And right, let's just get that one. And pin again. These are all the fiddly bits that take time that you don't normally see, which is good to see that we actually do the pinning and the checking, and because normally I have to do all of this before the show to make sure that everything's ready just for me to pick up and go. But it's really good practice for you at home as well.
Loving your nails, by the way. Look at all of that wonderful artwork. How long does that take? I mean, obviously you're not doing it yourself.
What, my nails?
Somebody else is doing it, but how long does it take them?
Not very lot. I mean, Laura's just amazing. She's my nail tech. Last week we had pumpkins.
Oh, okay. Oh, does it change on a weekly basis?
Normally fortnightly, but it depends.
Okay.
But yeah, we have on my Instagram page, people do watch the whole nails and see the nails and tattoos, and someone spotted that I'd had some extra work the other day.
Ah.
Right, so we have
Are we
now
talking
got...
tattoos?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Right.
tattoos
Jolly
and
good.
nails. They always pick up on them.
Right.
Our viewers are very on it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Very good.
So we have joined our rows together. We have got 2, 4, 6, 8 rows, and I have got 8 rows. So that's good.
It matches.
We're matching.
Very good.
And so, as you can see, by doing it into your blocks of 4, block of 4, block of 4, and then joining them together in a row, it's a lot easier than a row by row by row. Now, this is where you do have to match your seams, okay? Because there is no way, there is no getting away from this part. So we are going to take the first 2.
So is this where a pin needs to go in each one?
Pin definitely needs to go in each one. So let's find Larry.
Larry the llama.
Yeah.
Poor llama. What did Larry do to deserve all of that? Full of pins he
He
is.
keeps getting things added to him. So he's got some glasses on at the moment. And
Oh, okay.
he did have a bow around his pom-poms, which that sounds completely wrong, doesn't it?
A little.
But yeah, the bow's fallen off of his pom-poms.
Oh dear.
So poor Larry.
Oh dear. It does look sad, doesn't he? Bless him.
Yeah. Well, you would as well if you'd lost your bow off your pom-poms.
It's very, very, very true.
So we just
Yeah, no, I was full of pins. I think that might be the first issue I might raise. I appear to be full of pins. Never mind about my glasses or my pom-poms. I appear to be full of pins.
Do you know,
This is not what I thought they meant when they said acupuncture.
So I am just making sure that those seams are going one
I think
way.
you should make a Larry kit as well, by the way.
Do you
So
think?
we can buy it, yes, and make our own Larry.
Oh, everyone loves Larry.
Well, you need to.
They really do love him, but he's getting a bit tired now, and things are starting to fall off of him. I know how he
bless,
feels.
Look.
So let's just make sure that that one's caught there.
How long's Larry been with you?
About 5 years. 4 or 5 years. He did stay in his box for the first year or 2 because I wasn't sure whether I liked him or not.
It took you 2 years to decide.
Yeah, poor James.
My word. 2 years.
Yeah, so he's all right now.
Wowzers.
He's quite happy. He loves the stardom aspect of his life now.
Oh, okay, right, yes.
Yeah.
It's not gone to his head.
He loves that aspect. Right, so this is where my bobbin runs out. So obviously we do not go over our pins. So we go up to where our pins are and we just ease our pins out gently and then pop them out. The worst thing for sewing machines is pins. If you do go over your pin and you break it, you can end up, the timing belt and the timings of your machine can just go, and it costs you an awful lot of money.
If you just lose the point on your needle?
You just don't go over pins at all. I've had really expensive mishaps.
Right, okay.
So if it just catches even that point of that pin,
Yeah.
what can happen is the vibrations go up through the needle breaks, and then the needle splinters, and then parts go into your machine. But also, if you don't break your actual needle and just hit the pin, sometimes it can be enough to shake the needle up as it goes back up, and it can just move the timings completely off. So again, it is a pain, and they advertise, you know, pins that you can sew over. I just really wouldn't. I just wouldn't want to do it, especially if you've got an expensive machine at home. So how are we doing for time? Oh,
She would, though, zoom past the man putting the last cone out as they were trying to divert all the traffic off the motorway to make sure she got through. So
Right.
did you start tonight with a new needle then? Are you a new needle, new
I
project?
I am a new needle. Well, not new needle, new project, because obviously the amount of sewing that I do, but I do have a new needle in for every 8 hours of sewing.
Oh, okay, right.
So I'm very, very on it.
So always good to have lots of spares around.
Always having spare needles. It's just, I just think that machine maintenance takes half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah.
So, and it is a case of every week my machine gets just a little once over, because I've obviously got a machine at home and I have a machine that just stays in the car. And it's really important that this one that I bring here, because it's either in the car or here, that I do take that time and clean it. And you would be surprised at the amount of muck that goes in the fibres.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh,
It's worth doing it. And it isn't one, well, I suppose it is one of those things you can call somebody in to do, but I would imagine, it's just as easy to do it yourself. It's not really difficult to learn and to understand. Just on the subject of sewing machines, by the way, we do have, do we not, on the show, am I right in saying? Oh, is it not on this show? I imagined that. I imagined that. The NX7, though, it was on an earlier show. OK, just ignore me. Where were we, Stasha? Sorry, you've got about 6.5 minutes to go. We did, if you want to go back and have a look at that.
we are.
It was at 5 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock. Wow, it's been a long day.
Is that it now? Are you going home after me?
No, I'm back with you at 8 o'clock.
Oh, are you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Wow.
get an endurance medal at the end of tonight, let me tell you.
Goodness me.
And I'm staying for another hour after that as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hardcore.
Just love it here. That's what it
Love
is.
it.
Right. So we have got our 2 halves. And I'm just hoping, watching the clock, if I can get my 2 halves into a hole. I might be pushing it.
Wow, might be a nice cliffhanger.
I don't know if you want to do a quick recap.
I don't know if I want to either, really.
Do you
I
not
will,
want
of course
to?
I will.
Okay.
I'm just pulling your leg. Right, let's go through the one-day special. Remember, in your one-day special, you get 4 half meters of your colour and a half metre of your sparkly fabric, plus your matching charms as well. The options are... Arctic Wilderness is your first selection there. Remember, you get 42 of the 5-inch squares included with yours as well, which is wonderful. £11 saving. Your second selection is called Lush Lagoon, with all of your beautiful blues there and the sparkly blue half metre and the charm as well, which is very, very nice. Next one is called Red Maple Sunset, which is beautiful. The sparkly is the wonderful ruby red there, which is very nice. Next is the Khaki Camo, of which the sparkly is khaki. Of course it is. It's Khaki Camo. It's really, really lovely. Next up, we have our Purple Perfection, which is lovely. Remember, it's 5 half meters, plus your charm packs as well, your 42 5-inch squares. There we go, got the numbers right eventually. Then we go to Candy Love, which is more softer tones, really, really nice, beautiful, quite sort of serene, I think. Then Something for Everyone is your nice neutrals, and your sparkly is this lovely sort of oyster, I think we called this one, didn't we? It's really, really lovely. Beautiful price tag as well, £28.44. Bear in mind, if you buy any of the fabric bundles on their own, it's just another £1.99 to go for a one-day special, and you get your 42 5-inch charms, plus your free gift, 1 per customer while stocks last, of course, which has another value of £14.99 on it for your 5 pairs of scissors. Amazing. I sound like a racing commentator. Next up, we go for your Aqua Mints, of course, which your sparkly is that lovely deep green. And then we go to the Desert Sunrise, which has this lovely lemon sunflower, slightly shiny custardy kind of sparkler. And then we've got Berry Go Round, which I love. I think that's my favourite, actually. It's just lovely and warming and comforting and very sort of designer styly. You've got lots of ideas for that one as well. Remember, you've got your 5 half meters plus your 42 5-inch squares there. All of that for £28.44, saving £11 officially. But don't forget, of course, you've got your free gift as well. Where have I put mine? Oh, there it is. You've got your free gift as well, 1 per customer while stocks last, which is your 6 pairs of scissors worth £14.99. We have got less than than 3 minutes left on the show. Sasha, can we do it? Oh, we've done it.
We have done it.
Never mind, can we? We've done it.
So I haven't pressed it yet. So forgive me for that.
It's the Freedom Star, or the Star of Freedom, or, well, it may still yet be named.
So I've just got to give that a really good press in a second while we're off, and then it will be pressed and it will be all ready. But how fab does that look?
That is fabulous work. And that's all come together. Now, what have you used in terms of materials-wise? Just remind us what you've used in construction of that.
So we have used... What have we used? We have used the charm pack.
So the charm pack from the Arctic Wilderness.
Arctic Wilderness.
Because the white one is the sparkler.
Yep, we have got the berry fabric.
Berry go round.
And I think I've used some of the white sparkle fabric as well.
That was in our Arctic Wilderness.
Yes, so it's a mix of the two.
Oh, so you used a bit of the fabric as well as the charms?
Yes, yeah.
Getcha.
So we used a bit of that. But I'm going to give it a really, really good press because obviously you won't see how beautiful... Well, it does look beautiful. Quite impressed. I just love the offset of that block. I just think it looks really, really pretty, and it's a great way of showing you how to use those charm packs really quickly as well.
It's amazing. It's brilliant. So you've not even used all of the charms from... Have you used a complete charm pack on the blue one? No, you haven't. Not quite, actually, have you?
Not quite.
No.
No, we have, because we have got...
Oh, this is the time to do maths like this, isn't it?
We have got about 8 left over.
Oh, cool. There you go. It just shows you how far this goes. So, what are we doing in an hour?
Oh, we are going to look at the fractured flying geese.
Okay, just show us that one again.
I suddenly thought, I've got to come back in an hour.
That's really not a question you need now, after just 2 hours non-stop. Like, what are we doing in an hour? So we're doing that, which is the fractured flying geese.
The fractured flying geese.
I've never heard of that before, but now we can see that in action. So are we going to replicate that in 8 o'clock then? Or do a bit of it?
We'll probably get the centre done. Yeah, we'll probably get the fractured geese done, not the borders.
Fabulous. And relax.
Cocktails and canapes now.
Absolutely. Right, we're going to the premium lounge now to be waited upon hand and foot with champagne and canapes and lavishly loved by all of the production team here at the craft store. In reality, we're going to make ourselves a cup of tea in the kitchen, are we?
Yeah, a bit of tap water.
All right, cool. Listen, we'll be back in an hour's time. Don't forget the one-day special, all of your backing fabrics, all of the goodies and the happy hours, which are only valid for the next few minutes. Enjoy them. See you back here.